M.G. Ranade or Mahadev Govind Ranade was an Indian scholar, social reformer, judge and author. He was one of the founding members of the Indian National Congress and owned several designations as member of the Bombay Legislative Council, member of the Finance Committee at the Centre and judge of the Bombay High Court, Maharashtra. As a well-known public figure, his personality as a calm and patient optimist influenced his attitude towards dealings with Britain as well as reforms in India. During his life, he helped to establish the Pune Sarvajanik Sabha, Maharashtra Granthotejak Sabha and the Patna Samaj, and edited a Bombay Anglo-Marathi daily paper, the Indu Prakash, founded on his ideology of social and religious reforms. He was given the title of Rao Bahadur. Mahadev Govind Ranade was born into a Chitpavan Brahmin family in Niphad, a taluk town in Nasik district. He studied in a Marathi school in Kolhapur and later shifted to an English medium school. At the age of 14, he studied at Elphinstone College, Bombay. He belonged to the first batch of the students at the University of Bombay. In 1862, he obtained a BA degree in History and Economics and in 1864 a MA in History. 3 years later, he obtained his LLB in 1866. After getting his law degree, LLB, in 1866, Ranade became a subordinate judge in Pune in 1871. Given his political activities, the British colonial authorities delayed his promotion to the Bombay High Court until 1895. Ranade was a progressive social activist whose activities were deeply influenced by Western culture and the colonial state. His activities ranged from religious reform to public education to reform within the Indian family and in every area. He was prone to see little virtue in Indian custom and tradition and to strive for reforming the subject into the mold of what prevailed in the West. He himself summarized the mission of the Indian social reform movement as being to humanize, equalize and spiritualize. The implication being that existing Indian society lacked these qualities. Ranade joined the Patna Samaj, a religious and social reform organization. Historians have regarded Ranade as an intellectual leader in the movement. Ranade was influenced by Bishop Joseph Butler in linking the social justice work of Patna Samaj with the Christian metaphysics. His efforts to humanize and equalize Indian society found its primary focus in women. He campaigned against the Parda system that is keeping women behind the veil. He was the founder of the social conference movement, which he supported till his death, directing his social reform efforts against child marriage, the tonsure of widows, the heavy cost of weddings and other social functions, and the caste restrictions on travelling abroad. And he strenuously advocated widow remarriage and female education. In 1861, when he was still a teenager, Ranade co-founded the Widow Marriage Association, which promoted marriage for Hindu widows and acted as native compradors for the colonial government's project of passing a law permitting such marriages. He chose to take prayashchit, that is religious penance, in a Panchhaud mission case rather than insisting on his opinions. In 1885, Ranade, along with Vaman Abaji Modak and historian Dr. R.G. Bhandarkar, established the Maharashtra Girls Education Society to start Huzur Pag, the oldest girls' high school in Maharashtra. Ranade was in his 30s when his first wife died. His family wanted him to remarry, especially since he had no children. His reformer friends expected that Ranade, who had co-founded the Widow Remarriage Association as far back as 1861, would certainly act in accordance with his own sermons and marry a widow. However, this did not happen. Ranade yielded to his family's wishes and conformed with convention to marry Rambai, a girl who was barely 11 years old and who was fully 20 years younger than him. Indeed, Ramabai was born in 1862, nearly a year after Ranade had founded his Widow Remarriage Association in 1861. Ranade did what he did because he knew the realities of his society. He knew that if he married an already married woman, any children born to her would be treated like illegitimate outcasts by his society. The really poignant thing about the whole affair is that after facing so much ridicule and so many accusations of hypocrisy, Ranade was not fated to receive the blessing he craved so ardently, and his second marriage also remained childless. In any case, the wedding was held in full compliance with tradition and the marriage was certainly a happy one. Ramabai was a daughter of the Kurlekar family, which belonged to the same caste and social strata as Ranade. The couple had an entirely harmonious and conventional marriage. Ranade ensured that his wife received a high education, something about which she herself was initially not keen. However, like all Indian women of that era, she complied with her husband's wishes and grew into her new life. Indeed, after Ranade's death, Ramabai Ranade continued the social and educational reform work initiated by him. Some of the most prominent works of M.G. Ranade are Rise of Maratha Power, Ranade's economic writings, Essays on India's Economics, Introduction to the Peshwa's Diaries. If you want to know about any other topic, please leave it in the comment box so that I can come back with it. Thank you.